Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Lee Carlem and I do videos on psychology, mindset, life, and wisdom. So if you are new, welcome to the channel. And if you are back, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about why it feels so dangerous to be fully known. And also the other way around, that's what I titled it. Why being fully known feels so dangerous. And this is very much a psychological instinct for some people. It doesn't happen for everyone, but feeling known means you are putting yourself out there in uncomfortable circumstances. Uncomfortable meaning that you need to feel this level of vulnerability that you are not used to. You need to end up putting so much trust in someone else, and you don't even know if you can trust them, even if time after time they've shown that you can trust them logically. And also in other ways, fully feeling known can be expressed through letting people know who you are, letting them know your interests, what do you really like, the type of music you listen to, that type of hobbies you like, what you do for work, what your family is like, what your personal issues are, if you have any health or any mental disorders or anything. That is what feeling known really is. You know that typical thing where you have a best friend and you tell them everything. That's what being vulnerable means. That's what feeling fully known means. It's where someone truly, literally knows all the parts of you, actual information, but also the way you react to things, the way you think about things, your opinions, your thoughts, what you believe about yourself. All these things feel dangerous because guess what happens once you are fully known by someone? They could leave. They could judge you. And better yet, actually, what feels even more dangerous is if you reveal the bad parts of yourself to actually feel fully known, not just the good parts, not just the surface level parts about your hobbies, your favorite color. No, but truly letting them know maybe the bad things you've done. Maybe you're not so great traits. Maybe you're a hypocritical person, right? Maybe you're still working on that, but you accept it. And you maybe bring that up in a conversation. Maybe you show these parts of yourself. Maybe when you're mad, maybe when you're sad, in very heightened emotional states, in front of that person. And when you do that, but they still accept you for who you are and they don't leave, well, that feels dangerous. And it feels dangerous because if you see yourself as someone who isn't a great person, if you see yourself as someone who you hate and you dislike yourself and you think all these negative things about yourself, but then when you become fully known by someone and very vulnerable to someone close to you, whether it's a partner, a best friend, a family member, anyone, and they accept you for who you are, and they see all the parts of you, and they're like, you know what? It's fine. I still like this person, and I want them to be part of my life. That feels terrifyingly dangerous and scary. Because guess what that means? That means all of your beliefs that you've ever had in your entire life are maybe false. Maybe you aren't as bad as you think. Sure, maybe those traits are true. But then all those other beliefs that are really hidden in you, for example, you thinking that you're not good enough, you thinking that no one would ever want to have you in their life, all of those deep-seated and deep-rooted beliefs start to just break apart, start to fizzle away, start to dissipate. And it's the fact that the lens through which you have seen yourself for maybe so many years, for decades even, and the way they start breaking down feels dangerous. Because then what is reality to you? What is the truth of yourself? And that feels confusing because then you're like, wait, who am I without all these negative beliefs? Who am I if I'm not a person with low self-worth and low self-esteem? Then who am I? It almost feels like you have nothing to anchor yourself to. Like, what are you supposed to believe? Then you're a person with high self-worth, high confidence, and all these great personality traits. Then you start getting confused because you're not used to it. And things that you are not used to means that they're kind of unknown. You don't really know how you would feel. You don't really know what exactly the type of person you would be with those good traits. and what is unknown feels dangerous. This is just simply a natural instinctual phenomenon. Okay, what is unknown feels dangerous. And this isn't always true. Once again, everything I say is contextual. But anyway, if you want to go deeper into this topic and talk about it with other people and get your questions answered by me, join the free community called the Wise Minds. The link is below. Application form is below. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't, please make sure to like and subscribe because it helps me a lot, and I'll show up in your feed more if that's what you want. All right, so apply below to the free community called the Wise Minds. Link is below, and see you in the next video.